Jim. Tonight is Wareham Senior Night. I'd like to start it off with the 3 cheerleaders that are seniors. First up, we have Bella Correa. Her parents, Tammy and Paul Correa. Bella's been accepted to Southern New Hampshire University and will be majoring in business management. Next, we have Anastasia Ison. Her parents, Herbert and Marceline Ison. She's a daughter of Somerville. She's much forward in the nurse's program. And our final senior is Kristen Monty and her dad, Christopher Monty. She's a part of Bedford and 14 for early childhood education. Please give them a round of applause, please. It's our senior cheerleaders. And now, folks, Jolie will announce the senior boys basketball players.
At center court. Nope. Yep, that's center court.
We have 6 senior players that are recognized all through the program of 4 years. First, senior center, Kim Riley.
Right. I'm going to do the next one.
Next, we have senior center, Raymond Evans. Senior forward, Chris Siasi. Senior center, Sai Pedro. Senior forward, LaToya Henderson. And senior guard and captain, Jason Brown.
How about a nice round of applause for the coach and the seniors? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's South Coast Conference basketball game is the last regular season game, and it happens to be between the Greater New Bedford Voc Bears and your Wareham Vikings. So on behalf of the administration, the staff, the students of Wareham High School, we welcome you to Bajoli Gym and this contest. This competition is conducted in accordance with the rules and regulations of the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association and the South Coast Conference. The game officials are responsible for administrating the rules and of the game. Their experience and integrity qualify them for this important responsibility. Athletes and fans are expected to demonstrate good sportsmanship to everyone here. Negative behavior will not be tolerated and will result in expulsion from the gymnasium. For tonight's game, the officials are Larry Finnerty and J.J. Nunes. At this time, we'd like to introduce to you the visiting New Bedford Voc Tech Bears. Their record is 10-5 in the South Coast Conference, 12-0 overall, 12-6 overall. Their head coach is Don Rodriguez. Their assistants, Matt Semio and Wadley De Silva. Starting for the Bears, at 6'0", senior guard, number 1, Jakeem Gonzalez. At 5'10", senior forward, number 4, Chris Soares. At 5'10", senior guard, number 5, McCabe Martins. At 6'5", senior center, number 23, Nick Portalance. At 6'1", senior forward, number 33, Joe Walsh. Those are your Greater New Bedford Voc Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet For the Wareham Viking starting five, at 6'0", junior guard, number 1, Andy White. At 5'10", junior guard, number 20, Matt Griggs. At 6'2", senior forward, number 23, Cy Baratow. At 6'2", senior forward, number 24, LaTroy Hairston. And at 5'9", senior guard, number 4, Captain Mason Vasconcelos. There are your Wareham Vikings. Now at this time, folks, would you please face the American flag in honor of our nation? All our men and women serving in the armed forces, past and present, please rise for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about underway here with the last regular season game between the New Bedford Voc Bears and the Wareham Vikings. The last time these two teams met at New Bedford Voc last month, the Vikings won that contest 69-48. This one here is going to decide if Wareham can be the co-champs in the South Coast Conference, or is that case tonight? So depending on that game, will determine who the South Coast Conference champs are.
Now, if we do not win tonight, we do not become South Coast anything. We fall second place, and it'll be the first time in almost 8 years straight anyway.
So game will be me and Christian Fernandez, and I'm Paul Gagel. Brett Labonte is right beside us doing the public address announcing, but he'll be here at halftime and for the latter of the game ceremony. Here's LaTroy Hairston, it's good. A three-pointer. LaTroy Hairston. Had another big night the other night in Apponequet. Oh, all alone. Joe Walsh from Nick Portalance. No good. Portalance with the rebound. Oh, knocked away by Nat Griggs. Wareham, gonna go Wareham ball.
Definitely the loudest crowd we've heard all year, for boys anyway.
Yeah, the Wareham crowd is very boisterous tonight. Here's Mason Vasconcelos, Captain Vasconcelos. Matt Griggs. Cy Baratow for 3. It's good. For Baratow. So the two senior forwards with 3-pointers. Portalance saves it. No good. That was Chris Soares. Oh, blocked. Baratow wanted a foul. Here's LaTroy Hairston for Mason Vasconcelos for 3. It's good. Mason hits. So, 3 3-pointers. And we have a very enthusiastic public address announcer up here. Our own, our own Brett Labonte, newest member of WCTV. Christian Fernandez and I are holding down the fort here for the game commentary. Here's the Wareham cheerleaders. They had a nice presentation before the game. And Christian's right. We got probably the most boisterous crowd we've had this season, in regular season.
The next time you're going to see a crowd like this is going to be during the tournament if we get a home game.
Yep, hopefully. Okay, the Bears putting the ball in play. It's 9-2, 6:41 here. Just underway in the first quarter of the South Coast Conference game. Jakeem Gonzalez, he had a big night the other night, 22 points. Hook, they were going to count it. Jakeem, a senior guard. Okay, that's on LaTroy Harrison. This is senior Jakeem Gonzalez for the Bears. Jakeem, no good. He'll get another. Jakeem's second free throw is up and good. It's 9-3, 6:27. Oh, stolen away by the Bears nicely. Nick Portalance has got it. Leaves it for Martins. This is Soares.
The Bears are definitely not going to make this.
Here's Gonzalez. Nick Portalance for three. No good. Side of the rim. Mason Vasconcelos has got a foul.
Fouls against the Bears.
Six-point Viking lead, 9-3. Only 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. There's Andy White, junior forward. LaTroy Harrison back to side Baratow. No good. Baratow's got the rebound. A putback, no good. Andy White, the follow-up is good. 11-3. McCabe Martins. Senior guard is Nick Portalance. Joe Walsh. McCabe Martins, no good. Save. Nicely done by Chris Soares. No good by McCabe's Martins. Mason's got LaTroy Harrison all alone off the glass and in. Almost a goaltending.
Wareham up by 10 points. 5 minutes to go.
That's Soares in the paint, traveling. Too many steps. Matthew Griggs, junior guard, will put it in play. We've got Jakeem Gonzalez is tying his shoe. He's all set. So is the referee. And the ball's back in play. Mason Vasconcelos, he's got 1-3 tonight. 13-3, 4:54 to go. Opening quarter. We're here in Wareham. Troy Harrison for a jump shot. No good. Side Baratow over the top of Nick Portalance. Andy White's got the loose ball. Andy underneath. Side to Matt Griggs for the three. Off the glass, no good. Gonzalez has got it. Soares off the glass and in. Chris Soares. Here's Mason Vasconcelos. A three-pointer for Mason. No good. Front of the rim. 13-5. 4:20 to go. Martins got a foul here on Matthew Griggs. So we got Matthew Griggs is covering McCabe Martins. McCabe, first one's good. Bangs it in. Mike Labonte's into the game. Matthew Griggs will take a breather. McCabe Martin's second free throw is good. 13-7, 6-point Viking lead. 4:14 to go. Opening quarter here in Wareham. South Coast Conference matchup. Last regular season game for both teams.
Andy White. Saved by Cy Barito. Drives.
Andy White off the glass, left-handed, no good. Nick Portalance with the rebound. His Soares. McCabe Martins. It's Jakeem Gonzalez. Martins, a three-pointer. No good. Tipped loose by, Danny White's pass stolen by, they got a timeout here. And Bedford smartly called that timeout. Loss of possession by Wareham.
Wow, he did like a dive.
Yeah. 3:33 to go here, opening quarter. Wareham with a 6-point lead. Looks like Raekwon Evans is checking into the game. Greater New Bedford Voc Bears are 12-6 in the South Coast Conference.
First warning.
Excuse me, they're 10-5 in the South Coast Conference, 12-6 overall. Joe Walsh
by Matt
Nick
Griggs.
Portalance couldn't get it, man. He lost it. Became Martin, palming the ball. Big turnover. Game's going to get physical. These two teams love to go at each other.
Mike Labonte. Mason Vasconcelos. Harrison off the front of the
good.
rim. Bears with the rebound.
Got a foul on LaTroy Harrison, I believe.
Blocking. Oh no, grabbed his arm. Chris Siachi is going to come in for Harrison.
Oh, blocked by White.
By White.
Soares right in, on runner off the glass and in. Chris Soares. (13-9), 2:26 to go here, opening quarter. Here's Mason Vasconcelos driving to the right, steps back, looking for a cutter. He's got Andy White under the paint for Raekwon, goes over his head and into a Bear defender's arms. McCabe Martins, Chris Soares underneath the, Portalance lost it, but Jakeem Gonzalez got it back. On a runner off the glass, Andy White's got the rebound. Andy White to Mike Labonte, left it for Chris Siachi nicely, but out of bounds.
Portalance. Oh no, that's not
Yeah.
Portalance. Who's 23?
Matt Griggs is coming back.
33. Who's 33?
Joe Walsh.
All right, it's off Walt. So Wareham ball.
Mason Vasconcelos, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Raekwon Evans behind it. Matt Griggs, it's good, and he'll go to the line. Nicely done. Oh, Chris Siachi, I'm sorry. Chris Siachi, senior, forward.
Yeah, make sure the button is
Nice putback. And he'll get the bonus. Siachi is good.
Nice.
3-point play by Chris. 16-9, a minute 48 to go in the opening quarter.
Matt Griggs is having pinball.
No, air ball. Saved by the Bears, but it goes out of bounds. Turnover.
Saved ball was sent to the Vikings bench.
Coach Rizzoli calling out a play.
Siache into Vasconcelos. Like he lost it.
Babani is saved, but it goes right to the Bears. Chris Soares. 3-on-2. Soares loses it. Bears get it back. Gonzalez drives to the hoop to Porter-Lance. Got a foul on Siache.
So Porter-Lance will go to the hoop,
Yep.
the line.
Minute and 2 seconds left. Opening quarter.
Porter-Lance is very good at the line, as I can remember.
Senior center, Nick Porter-Lance, averaging about 19 points a game. First one, it's good. 16-10, 6-point game. Porter-Lance.
1 minute to go.
Here's Mason, captain, steps back for a pop, in and out. Rebound, McCabe Martins. This is Soares. Underneath the Nick Porter-Lance for the bucket. Mason all alone. To Cy Baratow, we got a foul on Soares. So both team with 4 team fouls. 35 seconds left in this one.
How come they didn't get another foul?
Nicely done. Cy Baratow. Cy's got 4. He'll get another. 5-point Viking lead. Cy's second free throw. No good. 17-12. 32 seconds to go. First quarter. Wareham High School. McCabe Martins. Blocked by Griggs, but we got a foul. It's the senior guard for the Bears. First free throw is good. All 3 of his points are from the free throw line. He'll get another. 5'10" senior guard, McCabe Martins makes them both. 17-14, it's a 3-point contest. 25 seconds to go, opening quarter. Here's Mason Vasconcelos. McCabe Martins is guarding him. Here's Mike Labonte. He's being guarded by Soares. Andy White, 12 seconds, Mason. 9 seconds, Mason calling out a play. Here's Baratow, Mason. Mike Labonte for 3. No good. At the buzzer. At the end of 1 quarter of play, Wareham 17, Greater New Bedford Voc Bears 14. Just the kind of game we thought it would be, folks. Back and forth action. Very physical.
Very close.
Yeah. Wareham has 5 team fouls to the Bears only 3. So Wareham with only 1 more to give. You can hear Coach Rodriguez all the way up from here, folks. That's why they call him Boomer. Oh, the Bears cut into that Wareham
Carlos
lead.
DaCosta is sitting in the north on the Greater New Bedford Voc Tech side. I wonder if that has.
Maybe he's going to apply for a 5th-year waiver from the MIAA and go to the Tech next year. Okay, here are the Bears. The new clock is a new quarter. Start of the second quarter. Wareham's got a 3-point lead here. Oh, Nick Porter-Lance all alone. He blew the layup. Gets the putback, no good. Andy White Andy White's got it. Baratow saves the ball. Nicely done by Cy Baratow, the senior forward. Here's Andy White slashing to the bucket. Back to Cy Baratow for 2. No good. Mike Labonte for a follow-up is good. Mike Labonte. 5-point lead for the Vikings, 19-14. Opening minutes of the second quarter. Three-pointer by McCabe Martins, no good. Here's Mike Labonte from Andy White. Here's Mike Labonte. He's got sores on him. Mike to the paint. Little runner, it's good.
21-14.
7-point Viking lead, 6:56 to go. Second quarter. Martins, Lance. Try to get it to Richard. Jakeem, right to Martins.
10 seconds.
Walsh, in and out. Put back, off the glass and in. Here's Gonzalez with the bucket. 6:24 to go. 21-16. 5-point Viking lead. Andy White off the glass and in. Reverse layup. Andy's got 4.
23-16.
Gonzalez right back here for the Bears. Walsh underneath to Lance. We got a foul on White.
I heard the slap, but he was going for ball. 7-point lead by Vikings.
Two shots in the act of shooting. Senior center, Nick Lance. First one is good. Lance has 4. Nick Lance will get another. Try to cut this 6-point lead down. In and it, out and back in again. So Lance makes them both. We got a 5-point game. Here's Mason Vasconcelos. 6 minutes straight up to go. Here's the freshman, Javon Thomas. Javon.
6-18 Vikings.
The true freshman. Comes in, hits his first shot. A 3-pointer. 26-18. Instant offense, as Christian says. 8-point Viking lead. 5:36 to go. We're in the second quarter. Oh, all alone for 3 is Soares. It's good. Nobody on Soares. So it's a 5-point game. Here's Mason. Trying to get Baratow out here for a screen. Mason, stop and a pop. It's good. Mason. 28-21. Back and forth action now. Teams trading baskets here. Last 2 possessions. Here's Soares for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. The freshman,
Thomas with the rebound.
all alone to Andy White, off the glass. Oh, he shot his, Andy tried to flush it, but it'll go to the line for 2.
It would have gone in if that foul hadn't happened.
Would have counted. Nice pass from the freshman, Javon Thomas. Andy's first free throw, no good.
Andy's still fired up a little too much adrenaline.
Here's Andy's second free throw. Andy's good. 29-21, 4:56 to go.
Vikings up by 8 points.
Chris Siachi's in the game. We got some speed. Thomas can run. Oh, Lance misses an easy shot. Mason's got it. The Vikings are running. Andy White off the glass and in. Andy White again.
31-21. Vikings up by 10 points. 4:34 to go.
Jakeem Gonzalez. Soares. Tipped by Baratow. He's got the rebound. Mason Vasconcelos. To Baratow. Off the glass. No good. Siachi. A little put back. It's good. And it'll go to the line. The senior.
33-21.
Siachi's got 5 here in the first half. Got a chance to up his lead. Mike Labonte coming back in the game. Chris Siacci for the bonus. No good. Rebound, Joe Walsh. 33-21. 4:15 to go. Second quarter. McCabe Martins. Gonzalez. Martins. All the way out to Soares.
Wow,
Soares driving.
Portland has been in there
Nick
like 10
Portland
seconds.
for the bucket.
He was sitting in that paint the entire
Timeout.
time.
Referee. Raekwon Evans puts it in play. Here's Mason Vasconcelos with 3:58 to go. Second quarter, 33-23, 10-point Viking lead. Mikey Labonte having a big first quarter. In the paint to Raekwon. A little put back up. Good. Raekwon.
35-23 Vikings up by 12 points.
Well, that's Evans, Raekwon's first 2 points. 12-point Viking lead. 3:30 to go. Martins to Soares. Martins, left wing. Jakeem Gonzalez blocked by Siacci. Ball will go back to the Bedford Voc. Martin's going to put it in play. The Voc's having trouble getting it inside to the big guy, Porterlance. Here's Porterlance out deep to Soares in the paint. No good. Siacci on the break. Mason Vasconcelos all alone. Up and in. Mason.
37-23.
Mason's got 7. 3 minutes to go.
Vikings up by 14.
Big Nick Porterlance in the paint. Off the glass and in. Mike Labonte for a pop shot off the glass. Javon Thomas with the rebound. Mason in the paint to Raekwon. Got traveling.
Took an extra step.
Porterlance has 9 after that bucket he just made down the other end. Here come the Bears again. They're going to try to cut this lead down with 2:34 to go. Soares in the paint to Joe Walsh and off the glass and in. Joe's got 4. 37-27, 10-point Viking lead. Here's Mason Vasconcelos, right wing. Mike Labonte. Mason bringing Raekwon out for the screen. We got Javon Thomas for another 3. It's good. The freshman, Javon Thomas.
40-27. 2 minutes left to play in this quarter.
Javon Thomas has 2 shots in this game and both are 3-pointers. His Soares no good, and the follow-up by Joe Walsh is good. There's Mason Vasconcelos with 1:35 to go. Mason, Mikey Labonte for 3, no good. Rebound Soares, stolen away by Mason. Mason's coming back, stop and a pop for 3, no good. Siacci almost got it. The Bears ball with 1:15 to go. Here's Martins driving the paint, a little runner, no good. Rebound Labonte. Fast break Wareham. Labonte all the way over to Siacci. Javon Thomas for another 3 off the back of the glass. Labonte tipped it out, but right to a Bear. This is Martins. We've got a push on Mason. With 56 seconds to go in the half. Going to call senior captain Mason Vasconcelos for that push-off. Shooting and bonus, 1-1.
Hang on. Hang on. We're all busy.
No good. Free throw. Cy Barreto lost it out of bounds, but it goes to the Wareham. They're going to call it knocked out of bounds by. There's Mason Vasconcelos. Senior captain, Andy White. Andy White couldn't control the pass. It's going to go back to the Bears with 41 seconds to go. 40-29, 17 fouls, for Wareham, 5 for the Bears. Greater New Bedford Voc has 1 to give. Here's Martins. Richard stolen away, Andy White. All the way to the paint, off the glass and in. Left-hander, Andy White. Andy's got 9, 42-29, 18 seconds to go. Soars. Richard, no good. Portalance with the rebound. Up and in, he'll go to the line. Nick Portalance. That's what you call a physical basket. So Portalance with 11 points. He's got a chance for a 3-point play here. 12 points for Portalance. 42-32, 10-point Viking lead, 8 seconds to go. Andy White. Mason stops. He's got, all alone. Side Barito, what a play. At the buzzer. What a play by Side Barito. And you heard our public address announcer, Brett Labonte, announce halftime, 44-32. And we'll be back for second half action after these breaks. Okay, we're back at just before the second half of play here at Wareham between the Greater New Bedford Voc Bears, visiting team, South Coast Conference game, Wareham Vikings, last regular season South Coast game. They need this one to stay, to have a share of the South Coast Conference championship, because Orr is at Case tonight. I don't know if anybody's going to get a score in that game, but it's underway. It's playing at the same time we are. And we just had a big second quarter by the Wareham Viking offense, 27 points. The Bears had 18. So it's 44-32, 12-point lead. Still got a lot of basketball left. Both teams going at it hard. So get set for second half action here in Wareham. Vikings will be putting it in play at halftime. At half court. Waiting for Coach Brijoli to finish his conference with his starting 5 here. Matthew Griggs is going to come and get the ball. Here's Griggs. Mason Vasconcelos. Mason shaking over to the right wing. Nobody on him. Stop. Got LaTroy Harrison for 3. No good. Oh, almost took it away from Portalance. But Portalance controls it. Soars. Gonzalez. Soars. In the paint. Little put-up shot. Griggs with the rebound. Just underway here, third quarter. Matthew Griggs behind his back. Driving to the right. Steps it back. Now he'll drive. Traveling on Matthew Griggs. $7:15 to go. Just underway here, third quarter. Wareham Vikings 44, and the Greater New Bedford Voc Bears 32. Here's Soares off the glass and in. Here comes Mason Vasconcelos. Barito sets the screen for Mason for a three. No good. Back of the rim. Barito thought he had it, but it went right to Jakeem Gonzalez. McCabe Martins passes up a three in the Portalance. Off the glass and in. And he'll go to the line. Fouls on Barito. Portalance has got 14. Here's Portalance. Free throw. Bonus. It's good. Here's Griggs. LaTroy Harrison for a little pop shot. It's good. It's a two-pointer. Harrison's got 7. 6:05 to go. Third quarter. 46-37. Wareham. Oh, and the Bears threw it away. A turnover. He was looking the other way, trying to make the play before he got the ball.
He was looking at the coach.
Yep. Here's Captain Mason Vasconcelos. Captain Mason for a three. In and out. Portalance with a rebound. Here's Martins. Soares trying to get it in the paint to the big guy. Soares driving, top of the key. McCabe Martins for a three. It's good. Martins got 7. 46-40. It's a 6-point game. Here's Mason. Driving to the key. Griggs. Back to Mason. Trying to get it to Barito. Griggs. Off the glass and in. Back Griggs. .458 to go. Third quarter, 8-point Viking lead, 48-40. Here's Martins.
Looks like a bunch of trees
Joe
out
Walsh
there.
into Nick Portalance off the glass and in.
And just like that, it's already only a
Here's
6-point
Andy White
game.
off the glass. Finger roll, no good. Mason's got it. Saves it. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Front of the glass. Barito tips it and keeps it alive. Here's LaTroy Harrison for a three. It's good.
51-42. Vikings up by 9 points.
Here comes Soares all the way to the glass. No good. Portalance with a putback. Barito is going to go to the line.
Foul against Portalance.
Here's Barito. Sai's got two shots coming. Here's the first one. It's good. Sai Barito. Sai with 7 points here. Sai's second free throw. It's no good. Oh, LaTroy Harrison with a putback. No good. Missed an easy shot. 52-44. Griggs has got it. Got Mason for a three. Mason Vasconcelos, no good off the front of the glass. LaTroy Harrison with a putback.
54-44. Vikings up by 10 points.
3:48 to go. Third quarter. Here's Griggs. Guarding Martins. Oh, Griggs got it loose. Oh, goes right back to the Bears. Gonzalez, easy bucket. Jakeem Gonzalez. Andy White fakes to three. LaTroy Harrison. Now he's got Andy for the three. Andy slashing. Got a foul on Joe Walsh. No, it's on Martins. 3:23 to go, third quarter. Andy White for three, no good. Off the rim, Matt Griggs. Wow. Big rebound by Matthew. LaTroy Harrison, turnaround, no good. Porterlance rebound. About 3:10 to go. Bears down by 8. Here's Martins. Got Soares. Porterlance taken away by Harrison. Nicely done. Here's Andy White. Gets away from the pressure. Andy White driving to the paint. It's good. Off the glass and in.
56-46. Still, Wareham up by 10 points.
Andy's got 11. Here's Soares. Bounce pass to Porterlance. Top of the key. Jump shot by Martins. It's good. A three-pointer. Timeout.
Timeout, Vocational.
So, McCabe Martin starting to heat up. He's got 10. 56-49, 2:30 to go. Here are your Viking cheerleaders. Okay, Coach Rizzoli called a timeout there. He's a little concerned with the ball movement.
No, that was a Voc-Tech timeout. Voc-Tech called out. He said,
My mistake. Coach Rodriguez called a timeout?
Coach Rizzoli's just banking on it.
So Mike Labonte's coming into the game with Raekwon Evans and Chris Siacci. Siacci's going to put it in play. 7-point Viking lead here with 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Very exciting basketball game. Anytime these two teams get together. Mason for three, no good. Porterlance, got that one on the line. Porterlance with a save. This is McCabe Martins, senior guard for the Bears. Soares, Chris Soares. Fall away, off the glass, no good. Raekwon Evans pulls it down. Here's Mason. Taken away by Soares. Got a foul on Mason Vasconcelos. Block. I think that's Mason's second. It is. Well, still a 7-point lead here with a minute 50 to go in the third quarter. This is Jakeem Gonzalez, hands it off to Martins. Soares, Gonzalez, Joe Walsh. Porterlance off the glass and in. Porterlance has got 21 points. Another big night for Nicholas Porterlance. Here's Mike Labonte for three. It's good! Mike Labonte. Crowd loves Brett Labonte's calls here.
And Brett Labonte loves when Mike Labonte gets three-pointers. 59-51, a minute
Here's
to go.
Porterlance. Blocked by Siacci. You got a foul on Chris Siacci. Yep. Porterlance will go to the line for two. Big Nick's has got 21 unofficially on my sheet so far. Porterlance first one's good. He's having a big night. In and out. Griggs with a rebound. Minute and 2 to go. Third quarter. Here's Mason. We're bringing it back out. 7-point Viking lead. 59-52. Long way to go in this one here. A whole quarter left after these seconds. Mason for a little jump shot. No good. Labonte tips it. Porterlance has got it. 2 on 3. Martins. Little shot off the glass. No good. Raekwon Evans has got it. 36 seconds. Here's Mason. 3 on 2. Mason underneath. Siacci behind the back goes to the Bears. Gonzalez brings it back out with 24 seconds on the clock. 7-point game. The Bears
Trying to set it up for one shot.
Bears have got a chance to cut this lead. 12 seconds to go. Let's see what happens. Here's Mason. Gonzalez in the paint. Knocked away by Labonte. Soars. Foul away for 3. No good. Rebound by Briggs at the buzzer.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score, 52.
So a 7-point game here in the third quarter. 15 points by the Wareham Vikings in that quarter. And
Hail Mary pass almost took out Wareham weak.
Big offensive quarter for the Bears. They got 20, so they're back in the game here. Borderlands, let's see. He's having a big night. 3, 5, 8, 10, 13, 15, 17, 18. Big night. 18 points. 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. 22 points for the senior. McCabe Martins is having a big night for the Bears. Vikings, Andy White's having a good night. Troy Harrison and Mason Vasconcelos also. But the Vikings spreading out their offense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players on the score sheet. Okay, 8 minutes to go in this one. Exciting game. The Wareham Vikings need this win to be guaranteed at least co-champions in the South Coast Conference. Here's Soars.
They're still going to the tournament.
Richard. McCabe Martins off the front of the glass. No good. He's going to get it back. Bounce pass. Nobody guarding Walsh. Joe Walsh. It's a 5-point game. Here's Mike Labonte. Andy White. LaTroy Harrison. Little jump shot. Off the back of the rim. No good. Javon Thomas has got it. Andy White. Going to drive. Off the glass and in. Andy White. So the lead's back up to 7, 61-54. 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the final quarter. South Coast Conference game. Final game of the regular season for both teams. McCabe Martins. Little one-handed shot. Andy White's got the rebound. Mike Labonte starting to break. Off the glass. Oh, no. Try to get it past to Barito. They're going to call out of bounds by Barito.
He went up. They held his feet or something. He came down.
Yeah, it looked like a
down,
push.
And they're still saying it's Bears' ball.
Yeah, referee calls out of bounds on side Barito. Here come the Bears. This is Chris Soars. Soars, a three-pointer, launches it. No good. LaTroy Harrison starting to break. He's got Mike Labonte for a 3. Mike Labonte. It's good! Mike Labonte.
64-54.
So Mike Labonte's in double figures with 10. 6:10 to go. Final quarter. Oh, knocked loose by Javon Thomas, the freshman. Nicely done. Here comes Mike Labonte again. To LaTroy Harrison. Step back 3. No, that's not going to go. Borderlands with the rebound. Here's Soars. Jakeem Gonzalez, no good. Here's LaTroy Harrison. He's got a break. 3-on-2. He'll go all the way to the glass. Blocked. Borderlands. Jakeem Martins, no good. LaTroy's got it. Behind the back, LaTroy's got Andy White. Here's Andy White. So Wareham trying to wear the Bears down here. Getting very physical. Andy White's going to go to the line. Andy White. First one's good. Andy White's got 14. Having another good night, the junior forward.
Chris Siacci coming in for Harrison.
Andy White's got one more free throw coming. Second one by Andy is good. Andy's got 15. And Wareham's up 66-54. 12-point lead with 5:26 to go. We're in the fourth and final quarter. Soares underneath to Porterlance, blocked by Barito, but Barito's got a foul. Porterlance has 22.
Wareham fouls on number 23, Scott Barito, his second, team foul.
Long way to go in this one still. Porterlance. Porterlance has made all his free throws, I think, except for one. He'll get one more. Try to close the gap here. Porterlance, the second free throw is good. 10-point game. Oh, Andy White saves it. Mikey Labonte for another three. No good. Here the Bears, 3-on-2. Traveling. The Bears had a 3-on-2 there and they blew it. Turnover.
Timeout. Virgioli.
Coach Virgioli calls timeout. So, looks like this is going to come down to an exciting finish, folks. Thing I've noticed about the Bears, though, they haven't been substituting too many players. Only 2 guys. So this could prove very crucial down the stretch here. The Bears run out of gas. I haven't seen Porterlance come out of the game yet.
I saw him come out
One time. Yeah, I missed
once.
Once. Yep.
And I don't even think it was for that long.
It wasn't that long either, right? So it's 66-56. Still got a lot of time here, 5 minutes and 6 seconds to go. So it's going to be Joe Walsh, McCabe Martins, Chris Soares, Nicholas Porterlance, and Jakeem
Coach
Gonzalez.
having words with the referee telling them that watch the traveling calls. You can't call against me and don't call against them.
Here's Mikey Labonte and Mason Vasconcelos in the backcourt. Andy White hands it off to Mason, captain. Chris Siachi's all by himself there in the left wing. Andy White's going back over in that corner. Here's Mason. 10 seconds to go. Here's side Barito to Andy White for a three. Andy off the front of the rim, no good. Mike Labonte with a rebound, brings it back out. 4:38 to go. New clock for Wareham. Mason. Siachi's got a screen there for Andy White. Oh, try to get it underneath to Siachi, didn't work. Siachi tipped it, but the Bears have it. 2-on-4. Soares for a three. No good. Siachi got a foul. On the arm.
Number 4.
In the backcourt. Both teams with 14 fouls. Here's Mason, going to bring it up.
The foul came before the travel.
Just about halfway through this fourth quarter. With Wareham up by 10 points. Here's Mason underneath. LaTroy Harrison couldn't get a handle on it.
I think he was sleeping. He didn't see it coming.
Gonzalez out of control. Porterlance loses it. Gonna be Bears ball.
Knocked out of bounds by Griggs.
Well, Matt Griggs is batting the game.
Chris Siachi sitting back.
Wareham's going small with 3 guards. And he threw it away. It'll be Wareham ball.
Thrown out of bounds. I think he was aiming for that little kid.
So Wareham going with 3 guards and 2 forwards. Labonte, Griggs, and Mason Vasconcelos at the guards. Here's Barito for 3. No good. Mason couldn't get it. 3:37 to go. Jakeem Gonzalez, no good. Matt Griggs. Nicely done by Matt Griggs, letting the ball go out of bounds. Here's Griggs, Mason Vasconcelos, double team trap, we got another foul.
That's on 4. That's his 4th. And Greater New Bedford Vogue Test 5th. Oh, come on, that should be 4. Number 1?
Yep. For Troy Harrison to Mason Vasconcelos. 2-man trap, Mason trying to beat the trap. Another foul.
On number 1.
Coach Rodriguez is livid. He cannot believe these calls.
Mason never stopped dribbling that ball.
Here's Mike Labonte, Mason Vasconcelos, Matt Griggs, Mike Labonte, Mason Vasconcelos. 12 seconds on the shot clock. About 3 minutes to go in this one. Here's Mason. Mike Labonte for a long 3. In and out. Griggs. Got a foul on Griggs. That'll be Matthew's 3rd. Still a 10-point Viking lead here.
And only 2:56 to go.
Wareham's only scored 7 points in this quarter, and the Bears have only scored 4, so this has been a very low-scoring 4th quarter for both teams. 2:50 to go. Gonzalez, the Portalance. It's on Barito before the shot.
On the floor.
So both
6
teams,
fouls.
yeah, both teams with 16 fouls. The next one's going to put him in a bonus. Here's Mason
Stolen
with
away.
a steal. Mason nicely brings it back and slows it down. They're going to eat some clock. Here's Mason. He's got Chris Siacci. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Griggs. The gun. Vasconcelos. Mason Vasconcelos. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Mason. They're going to lose it. Here are the Bears. They're coming back on the break. 2 minutes to go. Off the glass, no good. Big rebound by Siacci. Going to bring it up over the half court. He's going to slow it down.
Timeout. Vikings.
Coach Fagioli. Wow. 2
Smart
minutes
play.
to go in this one, folks. Not many points scored in this quarter. Going to be an interesting 2 minutes to go here. So Nick Portalance here for the Greater New Bedford Bears. He's got 24 points in this one tonight. Andy White has got 15 for the Vikings, leading the Viking scores. Mike Labonte with 10. With Troy Harrison with 12. Mike Labonte's they got a trap. Griggs has got it. Mike Labonte's got it again. Breaks the trap. Mason Vasconcelos has got it. Mason got a foul on Martins, and Mason's going to go to the line. That's the 7th. Bonus time for Wareham. So now it's going to be free throws now. Down the stretch here with less than 2 minutes to go. Mason's first shot is up and good. Big free throw for Mason. That's a big one. He can put it up to 13 here with this one. Mason stops and pops and he's got it. 2 big free throws for the captain, Mason Vasconcelos. Wareham's up 12. The minute and 45 to go. Joe Walsh. McCabe Martins for 3 off the front of the glass, rim, no good. Big Nick Portalance got it. Timeout. That was Portalance's 26th point. He's just too much of a force on that glass underneath. Still got a whole lot of time left here, a minute 36.
Cheerleaders trying to entice the crowd into cheering. And they're really quiet right now. We're winning and they need to be louder.
Yeah. And there's ex-Viking Quentin Silvera over there leading the cheers over there from the student body section. Quentin Silvera, one of the Twin Towers last year, and Wareham Vikings big year. Okay. Mikey Labonte's going to put it in play.
Bears going to provide a lot of pressure right now.
Yeah, they're going to trap with 3 guys down low here underneath the Viking basket. Mason's got it. They got a trap here. Andy White's got it. Got a foul. Andy White's going to go to the line for a one-on-one. Andy White, 2 free throw, 1-and-1. First one by Andy is no good. And Portalance loses it. He'll go to the Vikings. Substitutions. Siachi's coming in for Andy White. Mike Labonte's coming in. Griggs is coming out. Let's see if the Vikings can get a bucket here on the inbound play. Here's Mason looking for the cutter. Mason out deep to Siachi. Mike Labonte's got it. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Mason. Brings it back out. Here's Mike Labonte. Got a foul. Mike Labonte's going to go to the line with a minute 18.
Number 4 looked like he was...
Mike Labonte, 1-on-1.
Soares looked like he was trying to give Mike Labonte a Heinlein maneuver.
Mike Labonte's first one, no good. Bears with a rebound. Vikings missed 2 free throws in a row. Here are the Bears. Soares knocked away. Labonte's got it, a 2-on-1. Bounce pass to Barito. He gets fouled. Hard foul there by Joe Walsh. You didn't want him to get an easy bucket. But guess what? It's a bonus time, double bonus. Double bonus for Cy Barito. 10-point game, 68-58. Cy Barito, no good. Boy, both teams shooting poorly from the free throw line in this last quarter.
Here come those fresh players you're talking about.
So, Boomer Rodriguez, coach for the Bears, bringing in some of his younger players to get some time here. Here's Barito's second free throw, no good. Violation by Wareham, the shot wouldn't have counted anyway. 10-point game with a minute 4 to go. Here are the Bears. 58 seconds to go. Barboza. Nicely done.
Timeout Bears.
That was Andrew Letendre. 45 seconds to go, 68-60.
I've seen weirder things happen.
Couple of 3-pointers and you never know. Bears will try to trap here. But if they foul, they're going to send the Wareham to the line for another 2 shots.
Hopefully someone who can shoot 2 shots.
The last 2 times to the free throw line, the Vikings could have put this game away, but it's still in play here. 2 3-pointers, and it's a 2-point game. So if you're Coach Rodriguez, knowing that Wareham's shooting poorly from the line, do you send them back to the free throw line? But the Bears don't have their starting 5 in there. They've got their whole reserve unit in there. Here's Mason in the backcourt. Got LaTroy Harrison. Breaks. Got a foul. With 38 seconds to go. LaTroy's going to go to the line for 2. LaTroy's got 12 tonight. He's in double figures again. Here's LaTroy's first free throw. LaTroy Harrison is good.
Seniors are going to take a seat.
LaTroy's got 13. Here's LaTroy's second free throw. Shot up and good for LaTroy. 70-60, 10-point Viking lead with 35 seconds to go. Three-pointer no good by the Bears. There's another three-pointer by number 3. Pinch clip for the 3. Randy White, foul. 15 seconds to go.
7-point difference. 15 seconds.
Andy White's first free throw is up and no good. See if Andy can make another one. Good, Andy's got 16 tonight. Wareham's got 71. 14 seconds to go in the contest here. Last regular season South Coast game for both. Andy with a block. Devon Thomas has got it to Andy White. All alone to LaTroy Harrison off the glass and in.
73-63.
At the buzzer.
Vikings win 10 points.
And you heard it from our public address announcer, Brett Labonte. Wareham wins their last regular season game 73-63. They've got definitely they've tied for a South Coast championship, co-championship. And coming in to do the summary with me is Brett Labonte. Brett, what happened in this one tonight? How did they look?
It's like mediocre, I want to say. It was a good game. They moved the ball well. A lot of guys scored.
9 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys in the score sheet.
Came out pretty sluggish on the defensive end at first, and there wasn't much movement on offense. But, you know, they just played almost like they played well enough to win.
Yeah, and the defense again in that fourth quarter, I mean, Wareham's lowest scoring fourth quarter tonight with 14, but they held the Bears to 9. So that was a difference. But I don't like the foul shots at the end.
No.
We key ones. Could have put the game away a lot sooner than.
Last couple games we've been making those. So, you know, those are the important things, because come tournament time, you're not going to be playing a team like New Bedford Voc, or you're going to be playing, you know, a team that's just as good as you, if not better. And if you miss those free throws, you're going to let them right back in the game.
Right. We'll know about the brackets, I think, officially Friday morning, possibly Thursday, if all the games that have been postponed get played in the Division III South. But there's a game going on right now at Case High School between Orr and Case. So if Orr wins that game, we're co-champs. If Orr happens to lose that game, then Wareham gets their 8th in a row by themselves.
So it's been a good year altogether. You know, been some high points, some low points, but I think, you know, I don't think they're hitting on all cylinders right now.
No.
But
I think they look much better in the Case game.
They're playing. They're playing good, but they're not playing. I don't think they've played their best game yet.
No.
So hopefully
you'll see a better game against North Quincy Tuesday night. got
That'll
a
be a
game.
good test. So
Yeah, big
Number
test.
2 in the state.
Yeah, man, North Quincy's like second in the Division One South seed, and North Quincy kind of like beat us up pretty good last time at our own gym. So we're looking for a better showing from the
and
Vikings.
hopefully we don't go into it saying, okay, they're number 2 in the state. We're supposed to get beat up by them
Yeah.
because you pick up some bad habits
Right.
going into the tournament.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to see him make a good showing in that game.
keep it
Possibly.
close. As
Yeah.
long as they keep it close,
Yeah.
that's a good sign.
Right. Okay, here's Brett Labonte. I'm Paul Gagel, and Christian Fernandez is our producer. Tonight's last regular season game here
And we'll see you Tuesday.
and we'll see you Tuesday night in North Quincy. Thanks for watching, everybody.